There we are. Hello, and at last, welcome to Dragon Age Origins. Before I begin, I feel I should warn you. Okay, and I'm hearing my own voice on the player, which probably should not happen. Anyway, I should warn you guys before I get started. I'll probably have to end up going away from my computer for a little bit halfway between the stream, or at least partially through the stream. That's just because I'm expecting somebody and I'll have to take care of that real quick. That doesn't mean the stream will be over, it just means that I'll be away from keyboard for a few minutes. So bear that in mind. Alright, let's get started. I hope Elisara's here. Ah, good, you are. And so is the Golden City, blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Elisara wants you guys to know that this game has an Israeli composer.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
I know you said this is inspired by Baldur's Gate and changed to avoid licensing fees with Dungeons & Dragons, but this also seems a little bit inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Maker. This background will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Alright, I'm gonna go with human, warrior, noble. That seems about right, I think.
Greetings.
Alright, next. Skin complexion. Oh, that's interesting. Let's just get this out of the way real quick. Okay, that looks good. What about facial hair? Stubble. Ah, okay, here we go. Let's just give him a little mustache. Why not? Eyebrow stubble color. Fascinating. Game opens up. The subclass at level 7. Depending on your class, you get to pick out of 4. Fair enough. Ice. Ice spacing. Yeah, I can make him look like a derp face. I'm not going to, though. Height. Jawbone depth. Say. Ah, frick. Game's already crashing. This is going to be a sign of things to come, isn't it? Already. It seems the menus just have problems for some reason. Because I tried it on my own, the game worked just fine once the gameplay actually started, but for some reason in the menu it's prone to crashing. I guess Elisera will like that, because it'll force me to expedite the actual customization process, because screw actually playing this as a role-playing game. We have to skip through that part. Who needs to think about things in a role-playing game? Okay, frick. Come on. Just give him the frickin' mustache, and we'll be good to go. Actually, just give him frickin' no. None at all. Portrait. What? Voice?
No,
Greetings.
greetings. Charmed, I'm greetings.
Greetings.
Howdy.
Greetings.
Sure. Name. Oh, come on. I didn't even play it for that long. I was expediting through it and everything. What is wrong with this game? Seriously, what even is this game? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get pulled away really soon, like I said. So that's gonna make things even more complicated. Screw this, gonna skip through it.
Greetings.
It's really pissing me off now.
Greetings.
Din. Come on! It was literally seconds! Oh, okay. It's still working, but for some reason it won't let me click his last name. I guess that's just determined for me. Okay, Constitution is obviously important. Frick. Just get this. Powerful. Dual weapons training. This'll do. Powerful. There. I think I'll go with normal. Unfortunately, this is where I have to take my leave. Hang tight for a second.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought all legions, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Sorry about that. I'm back, though. I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you. And you, Arl Howe.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
I'd like that.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Are you certain? What's involved with such a task? Is that really necessary?
This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Is there any reason I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Very well. Yeah, you can play this game sort of like a top-down. You can just right-click. Sort of reminds me of freaking Diablo in that regard. But you can also just play it like a third-person game. More like Knights of the Old Republic. And I kind of prefer it like this. It's just so much better like this way, you know?
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me? Hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen, then. I need to talk to my brother first.
Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
His name is Duncan. I met him.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test you for recruitment.
Maker's breath, are you certain? Can you imagine? Me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
No problem. I guess we gotta go take care of a feisty mutt, huh? I just have to remember where the kitchen is. I know it's somewhere around here. I think it's actually this way. No, wait, it's this way. Now I remember. I actually did the dog quest already as a test. But, you know, I don't quite remember all the details. This is a big castle after all.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
That's just messed up. He's not a mongrel, he's a purebred Marbury.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Very well. That was my intention anyway. You have to keep complaining so much. Yep, there he is. The warrior's dog looks somewhat like a pit bull. I'm sure he's sweet.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Enough. You're a bad boy, do you hear me? Love how he whimpers,
Wait,
but then he starts grinning
Did you
again.
hear that?
Enter a name for the dog. What should I call the dog? What do you think, Gary? You know what? I'm calling my guy Din. So I'm thinking... Queel. I have spoken. Okay, awesome.
That'd make an interesting set.
Right, there are rats here. This is the first taste of combat, I see. Yep, it definitely reminds me of freaking Knights of the Old Republic, even though I only played that for a little bit. You guys probably know already, but throughout January, all the slots are entirely new games. It's the month of Discovery. And for one of the...
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Sorry, Yoda, but I gotta be a warrior. It is the way. Those are some very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes.
Talk about
But seeing
rodents
as
of
you've got your
unusual
Mabari well
size.
in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
I guess you can say I'm just too boring to go with Elf. Lesser health poultice. Interesting. Hope you don't mind if I take some of this for myself. Oh wait, that's the party inventory. Ah, what's in there is an iron ring. I wasn't actually paying attention. That was my own inventory. Apparently she kept a ring in there for some reason.
This should be easy enough.
Huh. What's this? Okay.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything.
Yeah, so much for
Dog.
immune.
Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Hello, Queel. We must depart. I have spoken. Wow, you can tell this game is old, mostly because the animations. Look at that awkward walking animation. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect. I'm sure it's just a game of its age, but... I mean, really? Right, Din... Dog. Double click to use them automatically, blah blah blah. Got it. that is some seriously funky walking animation.
Good evening, my
Nobody's gonna accuse them of having motion captured this. I'm not sure, Yoda. What do you think would be more beneficial for a warrior? I do have shield bash, so maybe I could benefit from a shield. Who knows? Well, I actually have a shield already, so maybe for now I'll do shield and sword just because I have the equipment already, and maybe as we go, if I find a really good two-handed sword, I can switch off later. Because with Diablo, I was two-handed forever, and then I decided to switch to shield and sword, so...
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, there were giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course, it is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
Hey, you're being modest. You fought very well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Sure thing. And everyone's instantly gone, that's great. It's a shame you can't catch any of them while they're walking off. Oh well. It is what it is, I suppose. Now then. Where's that brother that I was supposed to be looking for? Huh, what's this? Looked like that book was meant for something, I forget it. He bounces around you, barking excitedly. You see anything interesting? He barks excitedly and runs off. Seems to have found a slightly dirty pair of silk pantaloons. Huh. You don't expect me to wear these. They have to be laundered first. He bounces around, barking happily. Good boy. There's the good boy. At least the stream quality appears to be good today. Which I'm sure Ilisera appreciates. Wouldn't want this game to be seen in a negative light, right?
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Taking a break?
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Okay, did my father fear someone would steal something?
I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
And perhaps you'd better get back to work. Who has the key to the treasury?
The Terran, and perhaps the Tanner? Honestly don't know, my lord.
Be quiet, Ilisera. Then perhaps you'd better get back to work.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
I bet you're just salty because you can't get a bird companion in this game. Nick, 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 Nick. Where's that brother? I know he's necessary for a quest, but it's not always obvious where everyone
Let's
is.
get started.
This is probably where he is, right?
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
I know someone else.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still a taskmaster, I see?
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly. I'm quite familiar with the subject matter.
Perhaps you could make the topic more palatable for these lads and their minuscule intellects.
So here I was, in the trenches. Very well.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Let's see, we predate the founding of our kingdom, yes? What was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yeah, I remember something about an age in there.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew.
Huh.
At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
I'm looking at it at the live stream, or at least a past snapshot of it on my iPad, and it actually looks like it's pretty good quality. At least it's not artifacting. We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Gee, thanks. I'm doing the best I can. It's your skill as a tutor, of course. I don't advise insulting me. I'm doing the best I can.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential, then. A pity. At any rate, your family has held the Tyrnir of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elathea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good, at least, you know, when it's paused. We opposed the king. In fact, battle to maintain high dependence, and Calenhad let us keep the Tyrannir?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elathea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
We oppose the king?
The Kuslans are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached Highever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
Tell about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Kuslans and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Ternier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
We fought the Howes. As is our right, the Howes are our vessels, but my father and Arl Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing.
That was fun. Why's your guy panting heavily during conversations socially awkward? Beats the hell out of me. Maybe he's just out of breath because of all the awkward running he's doing. I mean, look at that run. That looks awkward as hell. It's probably draining the stamina right out of his body. How's it going, Tommy? Insufficient skill. Oh, right, I would have to pick the lock. Right. This is where my brother is. Guard. Ooh, Mother Mal.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I would appreciate that.
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
I should go anyway. Thank you.
It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
She seems nice. Preferable to chainsaw if you're being meleeed from multiple directions at once. Let's be real though, in a big situation where you're dealing with enemies that have projectiles, you probably don't want either the chainsaw or the fist. You probably want something so that you're not surrounded up close. You probably want the shotgun most likely because or the chain gun. Actually, in a big crowd from all directions, the chain gun would work better if it's weaker enemies. Like if you're surrounded by former humans or, just the human enemies in general, you want a chain gun. Because you want to mow those motherfuckers down. Although the best weapon for that situation is obviously the plasma gun. It just burns through everything in the game. So yeah, if you're reduced to your melee weapon, you're in trouble. Regardless of whether it's the chainsaw or the fist. Can we agree with that?
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back like a sword?
That's sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
It is the way. Just let me know when you two are finished. No Darkspawn can harm Fergus.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him. I wish I could go with you. You'll be missed, brother. Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle? Do you really think the war will be... You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Well, when it comes to Pinkies and Cacodemons, the chainsaw is definitely the one you want to go with because it keeps them stun-locked. I'm just saying. Okay, I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those Darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
Also, unless you're dealing
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
A good shield would be more useful. You could have delivered your message yourself, Father. Fergus will be fine.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
I have two things to say about that, Thomas. First, it technically doesn't lock you in place, it pushes you towards the enemy. You can still move around. Second, if you don't have the Berserk Pack, it'll take for freaking ever to kill anything with the fist. So while you're being surrounded, if you're using the fist, unless you hit and run a lot with enemies that only have melee, which is just the Pinkies, then it's still going to make you a lot worse. Because in the time it takes for you to actually punch the enemies to death, unless you can reliably stun lock them, in which case the chainsaw is better, they're going to keep pelting you while you take forever to slowly punch through them. I can't imagine a single situation in which the unberserked fist is better, but that's just me. You'll need protecting more than her. You can count on me.
Oh good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Sure thing. New Kodak. You just encountered a locked object. Okay. Never enter battle with your bare hands. Use the inventory screen to equip new weapons or armor. Ooh, this must be pre-rendered because I see some artifacting. Well, yeah, that goes without saying, Thomas. For Romero's sigil, you require the pistol to shoot the switches because they're always behind a wall. If you don't have any ammo, you're screwed. What is it, boy? There must be something bad going on down there. What's wrong, boy? Someone out there?
My lord! Help me! The castle is under attack!
That is so messed up. Well, I'd better get prepared for battle. Frick. Am I really fighting this guy in my underwear? This guy must really suck. I mean, he's also being attacked by my dog, but still. I need to get freaking equipped here.
Let's get started.
Small grease trap. Frick. Oh, I already have it in my inventory. What the hell am I doing? I didn't realize he had them in his inventory. I guess he just had them in the pocket dimension of his underwear. Just don't think about it too much. Alright. Iron ring, huh? That might give me a bit more better of a constitution. Trap breaks up into your pack. It'll take hours to get the oil off everything. The trigger of this trap releases a small grease slick that slows the movement of any creatures. So I have to make sure it doesn't break. Dirty pair of pantaloons. Right, these were given to me by the dog. Okay, it's time to fight. Come on, you bastard. Now that I'm properly equipped, you don't match for me.
Next.
I hear what you're saying there, pal. I get what you mean. That battle music takes me back. I take it you played Dragon Age Origins a lot.
Enemies approach ahead.
Bastard. Okay, you go after that one, and I'll go after this one.
Tell us!
Tag team. Yeah. Nice.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going on? I was about to ask you that. Yes, I need some aid. I'm fine. What's going on?
A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howl's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed father. He attacks while troops are gone. I don't know, Mother, but we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
That's cool, Yoda. No, I haven't. I was up in my room.
We must find him.
Maybe you should stay here. Can you still handle a weapon, Mother?
I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Okay. Badass Mother in town. Every time you gain a level, your character gains new abilities and improves statistics. That's cool. Left click on the plus. Fair enough. I guess both of my guys are leveling up. Willpower, what the hell's that? Can cast more spells for warriors and rogues, gains more stamina for combat techniques and special attacks. I suppose I should probably increase that a little bit. Look at that. Tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as an increased chance to score critical hits as long as this mode is active. Dexterity. I need more dexterity for that. Shield Pummel. The character follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Shield Mastery doubles the character's strength bonus for each strike. Now that is awesome. Okay, now it's Champ's turn. Let's just pump up his constitution and his strength. He'll need all that he can get from there. Alrighty.
This should be easy enough.
Let's just plunder all their stuff. Huh. Well, okay. I guess there's just bones left. That's great.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling.
Yeah. I'm surprised his mother is joining in the fight. That is freaking awesome. Ooh, a great sword. Requires 18 strength. Well, you know what? That'll be for later.
Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk. We must go downstairs. We must go downstairs and find out what's happening.
Oh, right. Maybe I should equip her something. 18 strength. I'm guessing she doesn't have that much strength. That's too bad. Well, she could probably use a mace. Damage 5, damage 4. Okay, so give her the freaking mace. And give her a small shield. That way she can defend herself. Doggy can end up pretty damn OP. I believe it. He is Doggo after all. What is this? What can you equip? Oh, I guess you can put a helmet on him, right? That's pretty cool. I actually called myself Din as a reference to The Mandalorian because his name is Din Djarin. It is the way. I have spoken. Insufficient skill. That's too bad. Do you happen to have a key?
We must go downstairs and find out what's happening.
Remember that Complex Doom mod you checked out a while back? Yeah, what of it? Radio, let's go. Ah, more fighting.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have any chance?
You can die. Okay, everyone's fine.
Everyone shall stand!
Mom is only temporary, so you will lose stuff you give her when you leave. Well, I just wanted to... I wanted to make her more useful in combat. Do you know exactly when she's gonna be gone? Because I can just unequip it to her right before leaving.
This should be easy.
Together we shall leave this place.
You mean when we leave the immediate area or when we leave the castle completely? Because I'm not sure which of those you mean. Lesser potion, huh? Nice. Hey, lesser potion is still a potion. Oh look, she's regenerating her health. That's nice. It's good enough they regenerate their health outside of combat. You don't have to waste potions.
Fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Then we should take the fight to them. What should we do? We should take the fight to them.
Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away? The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there nothing else we can do?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
So let's go to the treasury.
If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants entering the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Right. Fair enough. I'll just unequip her. I just want her to right now be more useful in combat, you know? Figured it's better that way.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Oh, there he is. Don't be a coward. Stand and fight.
Yes, my lord! Here they come!
Was this a bad idea? Fight!
Tom, you can do better than that.
There we go. Tag up. Clomp on him. Ah, frick. I did not mean to do that. That was awkward. Awkward as hell. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I guess one character really isn't
This should be easy.
more important than the other. Excellent. Stealing items are always good. There's OP as heck zombie rifleman tier monsters at it. That's cool, man. If I did play, it wouldn't be for a while, though. Let's see. Frick. Okay, instantly restore some of the user's health. This is me, right? Use it on yourself. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Use the shield pump. Nicely done.
To battle! We fight for...
Nicely done. Now this is cool. I love this already. Oh, frick. Oh, it was another dog.
Let's get started.
I was beginning to wonder why they seem to be attacking my dog. I didn't realize they had one too. Guess I should have realized, huh? Okay, we need to get to the treasury. Get rid of that dog as quickly as possible. Let's fight the archers. Get to the treasury at all costs. Ah, crap. No. You were doing so well. You were doing so well. You were doing so freaking well. Why the hell would you crash now, you ass? Ah, frick. Seems even when this game appears to be running well, it's gonna give me some crap. This is why testing doesn't do a damn bit of good. Because you can test until you're blue in the face. And unless I tested for the full 2 hours, which that would pretty much spoil the entire live stream, why the hell would I want to do that? It's just not going to account for random crashes. It lasted a while before crashing at least, but it's still BS. It's still freaking BS. Get to do the pre-stream. That's not funny, man. That joke has gotten old a long time ago. If you're gonna make up,
Castle has fallen. I'm getting out of here.
If you're gonna make bad jokes, you can at least come up with new ones. At least be a bit more original. I'm just saying, man. Take this. Nicely done. That is the way. Get it? Taking some serious hits here. I guess I'll have to deal with the punch first. Stun him. Nicely done. Sir, this isn't even Blood, it's not even Doom, it's not any first-person shooter. Couldn't you come up with something medieval fantasy? Like, why didn't you sacrifice Frodo or something? Just something. Oh, you can just take all. That'd probably be easier. Sorry, didn't notice that. Whoops. Ah. Yep, these guys are here too. There you go, buddy. You all must die. Die. Oh, very good, my mother. Kill him. Kill him now. Do it. Do it. Bash him. Bash his freaking brains in. Oh look, this one has stuff. This one has stuff. There's gotta be a hotkey for this. Okay, Steam is gonna shut up about that. Very well. Right, still can't unlock. Maybe I should put something into lockpicking. Maybe I'll be a lockpicking warrior.
Enemies approaching.
Indeed. Bash him. Bash and slash him. Do it. Power! Unlimited power! Oh, I see. So that's her ability. She has the precise strike. That could come in handy. Take all. Because why the hell not? Dude, he forgot to do the blood sacrifice and mixed it as a reference to the game. Wow. You don't have to explain the joke, man. I get it. I get it. Bash. Precise strike. Hold I like the fact that you can pause mid-combat. That'll make some really good thumbnails, I think. A lot of potential there. I know that's meant for tactics, but it'll really come in handy when it comes time to make thumbnails for future ones. Because when I do the first one, I always do a thumbnail of the game's title. That way... Ah, man, they killed him. Why'd you kill him? He wasn't even a combatant. You bastards. Oh, you people are bastards. I'm gonna enjoy this. Screw you. Killing an old man like that. You have some nerve. It's just a teacher. He was a freaking teacher. That's messed up.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you.
Okay.
That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
It'll fall into my hands.
As you wish.
I'm sure it'll be a pretty powerful sword.
Let's get started.
Give me that sword. Oh, yeah. Wait, what the? Axe and short bow. Okay, I'll just grab everything then. Ooh, armor. Don't mind if I do. Scale armor and a guard shield? Oh, yeah, I'm getting an upgrade, baby. I'm getting an upgrade, baby. Well, not for that. It requires strength. I guess I'll have to get that one later. Family chest. Family sword and the shield of Highever. However, it requires even more strength. That's just beautiful. But at least I can equip the sword, which is the whole reason I'm here in the first place. Sweet. Alright, I've acquired the Master Sword, which is what I'm going to call it, just to mess with Elisera.
Bring it on! We're under attack!
Oh crap, I'm stunned. You're not the only one who can stun, pal. Oh, if you're in the middle of combat, you just lift them instantly.
Weapons at the ready.
Nicely done. It's a pretty cool sword, it is. They're not gonna get it. If they want it, it'll be in their skull. That'll be the new pedestal for this sword. Maybe not go this way. Maybe we should go through the servants' quarters. Where the hell that is? Night Corpse. That's too bad. Maybe we should find another way. That area does not look like the way. What about this? Oh, holy crap, there's fighting everywhere. This is messed up. Maybe we should assist in the fighting. Probably not. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're all gonna die. We should probably just get the hell out of Dodge, huh? Hey, Quill. You might want to get the hell out of here. Quill? What are you doing? Fool. Take this. Nicely done. Damn it. Oh, crap. He died. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
I'm busy at the moment.
Ah, damn it.
Man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can.
He's already gonna suffer a penalty.
Your ladyship, my
Damn
lord,
it all.
You're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
How, that treacherous bastard?
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Come with us.
If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Okay. I'm gonna unequip her. For all that I can. For all that I gave her, anyway. She should probably keep her clothes. Yeah, she came with him anyway, and, yeah, no thank you. You can just go ahead and keep that. Damn it, though. Ylacera warned me. If your companions die, they suffer a debuff. Damn it. This really sucks. I need to avoid letting that happen again. Didn't know I'd get overwhelmed like
Did you
this.
not hear, Sir Gilmore? We must go while we can.
Yeah, I heard. Ah, there's actually an arrow. And I'm guessing it was there before. Ah, what the hell? You have to take the long way around or something? Damn it. Hope that door's unlocked now. Otherwise, we're... Okay, good. Good, very good. Here you go.
Stay still.
Take this. Save the guard. Good job, boy.
As you wish.
If I had helped him, he probably wouldn't have died. Man, I'm still gonna beat myself up over that.
Run!
Going to die!
Relax. It's not the end. I assure you. Fair enough, Yoda. I thought Ylacera said the intro was 2 minutes long. I mean, 2 hours long. I guess it really does depend on which one you play as. Oh crap, that one's got a hammer. I need to take care of him as a priority target. Bash him. Make sure he's stunned. Stun his ass. Oh, he resists it. Damn it. I gotta be attentive to everyone's vitals. Resisting it. There we go. Good. I'm being more attentive to their health now. The Howl Knight is the only one doing real damage to anyone. Good. Take that, you bastard. Huh. Received whatever that was. Right, it's the other way, but I can't take up the opportunity to find some stuff, even if it is just elf wood. You never know. Might come in handy. Probably.
Where's the Terran? Does he live?
We don't know. We have to assume he does. Or at least pray to the Maker that he does. There's also a part later where you have to do a mission with Grey Wardens and you lose the companions after. Just remember this and equip them before the joining ritual. Fair enough.
You both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Oh great, he's gonna
What's
die.
happening? You're bleeding.
Owl's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
We need to get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. You'll be fine.
My boy. If only Will could make it so.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Gary and Elisara are being pretty quiet, aren't they? That he's the new Terran? Hal must have something planned for him, too. He is the You can tell him yourself, Father.
I wish I could go. Oh.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan? I'm surprised you haven't already left. Thank you for saving my father. Can you do something about Hal? Are you going to help us? Thank you for saving my father.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What about me? What about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
We can find another way. We can fight.
So we all die? No. Your place is now with the Grey Wardens. Mine is with your father, at his side, to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life, and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
It can't be helped. Pause the game to issue orders to your party. You can queue up at one action for each member of your party. These actions will execute when the game resumes. So not only does the father die...
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds.
But she'll die too.
The Winter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Din.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
You don't know what's happened? He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Somehow I don't think it's this simple. Thank you, Your Majesty. Somehow I don't think it's as simple as Howe being the traitor. There's got to be something else to this, something more complex. Or maybe I'm thinking too much into it, who knows? Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
But he may be in danger. When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
As long as Arl Howe pays, I'm happy. What would you know about my grief? As long as Arl Howe pays, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. It sounds like the Blight is almost over. You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Sorry you're disappointed by the lack of casualties.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do? Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly. You think there's any danger? What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Oh, nothing, Thomas. My main character's parents are now dead. What do you mean? What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
You know, the graphics are kind of a mixed bag from what I see. The animation is definitely very badly aged, but then you see other things like flags moving with the wind, and then you see light shafts, even if it's obviously fake light shafts that use a flat texture, but still, a lot of the presentation looks really nice. If only all of it looked that nice. I'm just saying.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Thanks. Hello, Duncan. Ranged creatures. Displayed in different colors to draw attention to the significant threats. Are more challenging and aggressive than average. Orange represents extremely powerful enemies, capable of threatening a full party of adventurers by themselves. I'll have to keep a note on that then. Hello?
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Well, what happens if I go in there?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere.
We stand here in this hour.
There's no defined option.
And we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
That was a nice speech. Hello.
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Yeesh, okay, and here I was nice enough to wait for you to finish, too. Hello.
Well met.
Thanks. At least someone's polite around here.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle.
Fair enough.
Elf, what's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir.
The grass is pretty nice. Hey, man.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Tern, I hope.
More instructions?
Tern Logain has changed our scouting route 12 times. If you're not from the Tern, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Alright. So what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
So what you're saying is, it is the way. I have a Mabari hound of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Sounds like they're blood knights. Survives the blood, what do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Alright, I should get going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Catch you later. I take it this is the gate out of here, but I can't leave.
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Right. Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with Darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The Witches of the Wilds?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago.
She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
Huh. And you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Got it. I hear you. Who are you? An elven messenger, huh? What's over here? There's a white X, so I assume that means there's at least a character of interest over here. Hello.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
I see.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Hello.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Hey, if someone wants to give you a blessing, why should you turn them down, right?
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before
What's with the
you
house
head into
icon?
battle?
That's peculiar.
That pretty face could be decorating some
The chest?
Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Should
Oh,
I take
insufficient
that
skill, huh?
quiet there as a no? Oh,
Quartermaster.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the Maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
Alright. What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Huh. Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Acid flask. Requires poison making. Splashes acid, dealing nature damage to all creatures it hits. Firebomb recipe. That's fascinating. I'm gonna turn you down for now, but that was certainly interesting. Well, hey, if you want to throw acid in someone's face, like Skeletor.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write
Indeed,
a note?
Elisera.
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
That was a nice conversation.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
What? The hell are you talking about, Elisera? Okay, as how it brings people together. That's a terrible thing to say.
Is it? I'm trying to find a bright side to all this. I suppose it wasn't very convincing. Wait,
Not
we
really.
haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Huh. We haven't met? You must be Alistor. Don't worry, I'm no mage. What would that make your day worse? We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose.
Yes.
Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
All right. Pleased to meet you. My name is Din.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits? I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Yes, sir! Okay. I'm aware of how to switch characters, thank you. Freaking Force tutorials. Ah, cool. It was already on Defender, but okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, Alicera. I mean, the one thing that probably hasn't aged all that well is the animations, especially the running animation. That just looks weird, but other than that, I'm enjoying it so far. It's got a nice little story to it. And some of the graphical aspects are pretty impressive, considering how old it must be. Never picked him, but I do solo, so I don't pick anyone. Fair enough.
Hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
I don't feel confident enough to solo. Okay, you said go to the kennel, find a doggo's key, put some lube on. Doggo's keep. Ash Warrior, Ash Warrior. Can't unlock. I see. I would put mods on it, but the game already crashed once, so I'm pretty sure if I modded it to make the game's graphics better, especially texture quality, its memory leak problem would probably be a lot worse, and it would crash a lot more often. Do you know what his name is? Is it the one who now has the golden arrow? Is it Duncan that you need to talk to? I'm at the gate right here. The Ash Warrior leader? Is that who I need to talk to? Ah. I need the recruits first.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
Is this where it goes in the forest?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
I'm Din. Pleased to meet you.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Alright, and what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Mean? What's that supposed to mean, man? Also, options? No, I ain't got a Discord. Okay, I assume that's what you wanted me to do. Alright, I guess now is the time to find the guy in front of the gate. The Ash Leader, I assume?
We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few darkspawn. So, what do you want? Be quick about it.
Okay, you said, frick. Put some loot, to go to a forest. Duncan will give you a mission, find a flower to give to the doggos. Okay, can I ask you something?
Make it quick.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them.
Frick. Well, here goes the game crashing again. It doesn't do it too often. It only really crashed once after it started, but still, it's enough to be annoying. This is why I don't want to play with mods, because I'm pretty sure if the textures are higher quality, it's going to leak out the memory even faster. And this is a game that only requires 2 gigabytes of memory, mind you. Or at least it only recommends 2 gigabytes of RAM, and I've got 4 times that. My computer may not be that good, but it's a lot better than what this should require.
So, what do you want?
Okay, blah blah
Be
blah
quick
blah
about
blah.
it. Make it quick. They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I don't know why all the games are bug and crash. Be quiet. You know damn well that this game has a freaking memory issue. It's not just me. Absolutely not.
Good. I hear death is unpleasant.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay. Well, there was nothing to talk to with that guy. Which one do I have to talk to? Oh, Jory?
Greetings. It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you.
Alright. Where are you from? What do you think we should do now? Let's go.
Indeed.
Right, he's one of the companions, isn't he? He's not one of the people who was there already. Hello, Gin. I see there are some more people watching now. Ash Warrior, Ash Warrior, Ash Warrior. There's pretty much nobody near the dog kennels except for Ash Warriors.
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
I do not wish to speak. Not before the battle begins.
We must see to our hounds. To an Ash Warrior, a hound is as much a weapon as a blade.
Oh, Kennel Master. This is the guy you met, right?
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle.
Never mind then.
Dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
Okay.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle.
Well, I don't see anyone else in front of the kennel, Elisera, so unless it was someone else, I think it's fair to say that it's not for human warriors.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
I guess I'll just go to the forest now. Unless you have any objections to that. What do you need help with? Hold on. With what? Frick. With what? I can help you get more peoples on your channel. This isn't some kind of scam, is it? Like, oh, you follow this link and we'll get you more subscribers or more likes or something. What is with that? That looks weird. Look at the dirt of that fire pit. It's really glitchy. It's like it's a reflection. He'll tell you about a sick marble and, oh, if you are not a human noble. You cut yourself off. The human noble warden has a... If you're not a human noble. I am a human noble, so unfortunately, it doesn't apply to me. Very well. I guess I'll just get out of here.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Yeah, like I said. I am a human noble. Before I go any further, is there something human has a different introduction to the quest? See below, part 2. Okay. Like this, you bloodhound. Is it freaking? Here we go. Spawn of the devil. I don't know how humans work. Okay. Do you have the information on how to do it as a human noble? How does he get doggos? Alright, noble does start with 1. I guess I didn't need to do any quest. Just get one. I know you get a dog. I didn't know it was the one that he apparently wanted me to get. You do a shield bash. You do a shield bash as well. You dirty fighting. Huh. Interesting. There we go. Attempts to hit her targets rather than going directly for a killing blow. Character remains in control, gaining a slight increase to attack damage while being immune for the duration of this mode. Mighty blow. Awesome. You know, you do that. Excellent. Excellent. I'm already starting to use my team strategically, which is good. Shield cover. Right, okay. Damn. Other good attacks require recharging. Pummel strike. Go with that. Excellent, we can do this.
Say I didn't warn you.
You guys alright? Take all. Take all their stuff. Well, in video games you are encouraged to be a kleptomaniac. Just saying. Not Beelster, but yeah, she is pretty bad, but not as much as the FAG rogue. Wow.
Over here.
That's messed up, man. Can't believe you made me say that. You okay?
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Go get yourself treated. We don't want you to die on us.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
We have to pick them
off. There are
off.
Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overwhelming these dangers is part of our test. We'll just fight our way out of trouble. You sound like a... Overwhelming these dangers is part of... Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this.
Gotta be inspiring.
All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That
Well,
doesn't mean
Yoda,
I'm here
have
to
you
make
heard?
this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Well, Ilisar and Yoda, have you two heard? In Borderlands 3, apparently there is a robot character that refers to itself in the they pronoun, which makes no sense to me. I'm not going to make a statement on fluidity in humans, but how could you have one in a robot that literally has no gender? I'm going to call it an it because it's a robot. It's not a person, it's a robot. I'm just saying, robot. There is no way that it should have one. That makes literally no sense. Huh. Vial of Darkspawn blood. Ah, so those were Darkspawns. Not bad. Gotta make sure I click on it.
This should be easy.
So that's a Darkspawn. Funny how they look exactly like friggin' ogres. They don't look like Darklings. I was expecting more like the Ing from Metroid Prime 2. No. Literally oozing creatures. Or maybe like some of the enemies from Dark Souls. Where they're oozing things.
What did I tell you?
Lyrium potion. Cool. Vial of Darkspawn blood. That's 2 out of 3. Death root extract. Requires poison making. Enough to cause hallucinations. Additional nature damage with each hit may stun the target. Awesome. I did level him up before. My mistake. I was too distracted with everything else. It's just one level. Relax. Ah, frick. I forgot I need strength. So for now, I'm going to forego Constitution and just get the strength at 20. Gain small bonuses. Warriors gain access to top-tier weapon talents. Mages can more. You know what? I'm just gonna completely master this. Why not? Why the hell not? Overpower. It requires 25 training. 25 strength. Requires level 4. Damn. A lot of these are no good. Frick. Precise striking, no. Shield defense, shield block. I'm not sure if I want to go for two-handed or shield though. Screw it. I hope okay, I can't even get it. I can't even choose it. It's not that you can't use it yet, you can't even choose it. Which is kind of stupid. Yeah, screw it. Shield defense. There you go. Happy now? I do hope you're happy. Right. Huh, family sword. Gray iron. Oh, right. I already have the family sword. Huh. It does the same amount of damage, making this longsword kind of worthless. I told Morrigan to get bent as soon as she joined in my main playthrough, and what about you? Let's see. That requires 18 strength, defense 4, fatigue 3.2%. I'll go with this one. That one looks better. Ooh, the design even looks cool. Okay, I still need one more vial of Darkspawn blood.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Yeah. It's messed up. don't see any Darkspawn around. Oh wait, yeah I do, they're right there. If we can get up to them and get in close. Stupid, even Saints Row 4 nailed it better. I wouldn't know. That's cool. Ah, this would probably be how I get over there. Yes, indeed. Now I can use this. Character goes to a defensive stance, gaining a bonus to defense. Forget it. I'll just attack with it. Darn. Shield bash. All of you need to use your special attacks. Oh, you already are. Awesome. Indomitable. Fight! Die, you freaking maniac. Nicely done. Well, it says even Saints Row 4 nailed it better. That's all you. That's the last thing you said.
So, you're the one we spent all that time waiting for, hmm?
Okay. Let's go.
Hey,
Shut up. I didn't even mean to click on you anyway. Acid flask. I was hoping for a vial of Darkspawn blood. But I guess you can take what you get, huh? Oh, lovely. Now the whole horde is coming after us. Fan-freaking-tastic. Damn it. Well, crud. Really? One of my teammates is going off to fight him alone. Come on, man. Go straight to hell already. There we go. I got all the vials that I needed. The combat animations are a crazy improvement. Oh yeah, that's one thing I noticed too. That's the biggest downside of this. The animations are definitely not aging very well. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Apparently this game was able to run on Windows XP, so it's pretty old, it's pretty out there. Granted, it also states like Windows XP, Vista, I think 7 too. So it's meant for all those, but it still works on XP, so it's clearly not that advanced. But still, it probably doesn't take very much advanced techniques in order to have better animations. But I'll forgive it. Let's see. Find 3 vials. Recover the treaties. Huh. Contains a cache of old treaties that must be recovered. I take if anyone cares about DA2 mixed feelings. Fair enough. Right, those are the ones. You can return to Duncan. Right, I guess I should probably do this before I return, huh? Make active. Right, it's this way. Seemingly. May as well finish that while I'm here. Before I return to base and all that. I probably shouldn't have gone back in the first place. I would have been better off just staying put. But I didn't know it was out there. Pretty sure it's an opportunity objective anyway. Rigby's last will and testament. Huh, that's interesting. What's this? You found the last will, find the cache mentioned in the will, and take it to Jet. Interesting. That's a nice little organic quest right there. It's not just some random NPC giving it to you. You actually had to find that to start the quest. That's nice. That may not seem like much, but it makes it feel more real. Like this guy in his dying breath wanted anyone who would come to eat him. Indeed. Did he just come out of nowhere? Ah, he's a rogue. He can turn himself invisible. That's just great. Luckily, rogue means he's not that strong. Certainly not as strong as a warrior. Acidic coating, huh? Cool. I may as well save after every battle. It's certainly not going to hurt, right? Great. I can go in some water, but I can't go in that water. Am I just incapable of going that way right now? There was an NPC in a video game who told me I have nothing more to say. Trying to think. I think it was in a Bethesda game. I think it might have been a Bethesda game, but I'm not sure. I remember there was a game where an NPC said I have nothing more to say, or something of that nature. I don't remember. It's a real conundrum. I take it I just can't go that way right now. Or if I did, if I could, it would be too far out of the way. Screw this, I'm going back. How come I can't stop the game from crashing, you may be wondering? Asshole. A little too late for that, pal. The game already crashed. Like I said, it doesn't happen very often, but it happens enough that it's just annoying. S.A. Yoda. I'm not sure how much you know about computers, but there's something really weird I noticed with Serious Sam 3. It was crashing like crazy when it was DirectX 11. But then I switched it to DirectX 12 and it didn't crash once. I think the problem is with DirectX 11 for some reason. I'm serious. I legitimately think there's something wrong with DirectX 11 for some reason. And it's causing games, or maybe just the older versions of DirectX in general, that's causing games to crash more than they should. I'm serious. DirectX 12 had a huge difference. It would literally crash just like that within minutes, a few minutes. Whatever crashing issue you have is the same issue with every other game you play. You do realize, like I said, that once I switched to DirectX 12 and Serious Sam 3, it went from crashing every few minutes to lasting an entire Let's Play. Literally no crashing. So, there's something wrong with DirectX. I can safely bet, I'm willing to bet you for that it is a DirectX problem. Tainted blood. Make active. May as well just return to base. I don't give a crap about that quest anymore. Unless it's just that way. But you know what my luck it is. You know what? I'll try it. You literally said it did, Elosera. I think you're lying. Granted, you said that it crashed after like 5 hours, but come on. Don't lie to me and say it never crashes. You already told me it did. Unless you want to retcon your own words. Gaslight them. But of course, this is a dead end. Maybe I should actually pay attention to my own eyes and not the map. The map is too narrow. Plot helpers are not shown. No. Where are the plot helpers? Okay. Huh. So yeah, it's still all the way across from the ocean, which probably means I'd have to go way out of my way to do it, and I don't really feel like it, especially since I don't have that much time left. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. I get you, Tommy, I just wasn't reacting to it because it's not even original. Hate to tell you that. Your jokes are getting less and less creative. You're just copying yourself now. Let's see, Ash Warrior. Ah, there's Duncan. Hello, Dunkin' Donuts.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Anyone mind if I call him Dunkin' Donuts just for the fun of it? We have the blood, but not the scrolls. Let me get back to that.
Then you'd best start soon.
Darn it. So that is part of the main quest. Frick. My bad, I didn't realize that. Oh. I quick saved right before talking to him. That's not very topical. At least not to me. Sorry, I keep changing my mind over and over again. I forgot that it was one of Duncan's quests. For some reason, I thought it was a side quest that someone else had me do. Heh. Ointment. Is topical an ointment brand? Is that the joke? I should really start relying less on the map and more on my own eyes, because when I think there's a path forward, it ends up not being so viable. You know what this kind of reminds me of graphically? For some reason, it's reminding me of Morrowind. Or at least what I've seen of it. I haven't really played Morrowind. But from what I've seen in the screenshots, it has that persistent fog effect over everything. Kind of like this. I'm not sure if that's considered insulting or not, but... Oh, you prick. You son of a... bastard. Oh, crap. What the hell? I'm getting stuck. Damn it. On your guard. Take this. Good. That's one to every enemy. Damn it. You heal yourself. Okay, good. You can still use it, can't he? There we go. But no man down. Oh, frick, that one's fighting 3 of them. You have got to be kidding me. He's gonna die. Are these guys throwing Jarate? That would probably be an improvement at this point. Okay. It's a good thing I saw that he was in trouble. Otherwise, I would have been screwed here. Okay, good. Everyone survived. Except the enemies, obviously. Alright, let's switch back. I like being my guy.
This should be easy enough.
Darkspawn staff. Cool. Huh. I just got a dark staff. Not really sure how helpful that will be to me, especially since I'm a warrior, but... Hey, any chance to plunder? Take out the Darkspawn as fast as possible or find a way to cheese them by luring their friends to you before you aggro the magic ones. Fair enough. Unfortunately, I was trying to get to him, but he kept running away. He didn't want to make it easy for me. Seriously, for some reason the graphical quality is reminding me of... It still is reminding me of Morrowind. There you go, buddy. Damn it. Make it so, number one. Okay. Shield pummel. That guy. You... just keep attacking. You don't have anything that would be particularly helpful right now. Sheer force of will on that guy. And I will fight this guy with a shield pummel. There we go. We can do this. I think we can do this. Possibly. Actually, we should probably go after that guy. He's gonna be the hardest one. I'm guessing. Oh, frick. Actually, you need to defend yourself from that guy. Dagnabbit. Down, you good. Nice. Here we go. The tide is... Ah, crap. One of them died already. Shit. Bad time to talk about crap, man. Sheesh. This is getting touch and go. That's an understatement. Oh god, 2 of them died. Oh dear god. Just go all down already, you asshole. Damn it. Now 2 of them are freaking debuffed. This is gonna cost me, isn't it? Why can't it just be like Republic Commando, where you can revive them at no cost? Or hell, the Outer Worlds. Why can't it be like the Outer Worlds, where your companions just come back up after combat? Sustained a serious injury, cause penalties that can only be cured with an injury kit or certain high-level skills. The injury is indicated by a small red icon that you can see above the quick bar, or in the character record. Damn it. Damn it, this sucks. Damn it. This is screwed up. But I'm probably not going to get a better outcome than this, so... may as well. And crash goes the game. You can't say that wasn't a memory leak because it literally happened while I was loading a cutscene. Ilisera. They keep blaming me for everything. Just hurry the frick up. Let's just get this over with.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder?
I take it it's her, right, Yoda?
A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned?
Not now, Thomas.
Or merely an intruder? Come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey.
What are you talking about?
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I'm neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower. Intruder, and just how are you? And how are these your wilds? I would first know who you are and where you come from. I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here?
And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own?
Let me guess, Yoda. I'm guessing...
Handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I take it you don't like her because she's basically Miss Fanservice. You can call me Din.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Okay. Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Hey, if she will, she'll do it more if you piss her off, so maybe you should just shut up. Just saying. Once this cutscene is over, I'll end the live stream.
Greetings,
I'm already...
Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Daveth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
That's what I'm saying.
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
I believe you have something we need.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
How nice of her.
Why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
Like when it just suddenly crashes for no reason. Oh, for frick's sake. The game was doing really good so far. You know, taking over an hour to crash. Now all of a sudden it's crashing aggressively. What the hell is that? It must be my fault, because everything's my fault, according to Ylacera. It can't ever be anything else's fault. No. And yes, I'm gonna hold a grudge. Okay, blah, 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 blah.
What say you? Scavenger?
Just skip through this.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. 'Twas my mother.
Blah, blah, blah.
And what of you? And why not? Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
I'm trying to be nice.
Mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
How nice of her. Unfortunately, this will have to wait until next time because I'm already over my limit. My next live stream will probably be on Thursday. I'm not sure what I'll be live streaming, but I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, if you want to watch more videos of me going through games like this, I upload every single day, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also on January, all my slots will be new ones because it will be the month of discovery, so keep an eye out for that. You can always like this video if you truly do like it. That really helps me out. And I will thank you so much. Make sure to spread this video around like apparently witches, and I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.